We're looking at Empty Rooms by Gary Moore, of course, the studio version of this track. There's a keyboard intro, and of course the guitar doesn't really come in until after the first verse, when it's going to play this figure, section 1. Where the 15th fret of the top E string, bend up a whole tone, then release the bend, then hit that note again without a bend. 13 and 12 then on this top E string, then hammer on from 12 to 13. Okay, section 2 is when the track carries on and Gary plays some fills during that verse. That's the 13th fret of the top E string. Then the 12th fret with quite a pronounced vibrato. 10th fret of the B string. Then the 13th fret of the B string, bent up a whole tone. And hold that for a couple of bars until it dies off. Section 3. So it's like an accompaniment really to that bridge. We have this country and western type idea, hammering on from the 5th fret of the D string to the 7th. Leaving that ring, then I'll have the 6th fret of the B string. So then if you're playing that chord shape where you have the bar across at the 5th fret, 6th fret on the B and the 7th fret on the D, then just hit the top 2. So I'll recap that beginning. Okay, then the 5th fret of the B string on its own. Then a kind of trill hammering on from the 5th to the 6th fret of the B string, then pulling off back to the 5th. Okay, and 7th fret of the G string, 5th. Then a small G minor chord, which is basically a bar at the 3rd fret of the top 4 strings there. And then move your 3rd finger over here for the 5th fret of the D string. You simply arpeggiate that. And on the original recording, there's a bit of a wobble with a vibrato bar there. Okay. Here's section 4. Right, that's the 8th fret of the B and top E strings, sliding up to the 10th, and back to the 8th. Okay, and then again, re-pick on the 8th, down to the 6th. Then stay on the 6th on the B string, but move down to the 5th on the top E. Okay. Then a C triad, really, which I'm using one finger for. It's the 5th fret of the D, G, and B strings. Again, bit of a Hank Marvin type wobble there. Then move that down 2 frets for a B flat triad.